Okay, so I'm back again, and I'm gonna be showing everyone all of my horses. Yay! Um, Starting with this horse, which is named Purple Lord, but I like to call him Elton because I'm a big Elton John fan, hence all the like star-themed tack. Um, anyway, he's level 7. I think he's level 7. I'm not really sure. Um, I don't know. He's either level 6 or level 7. I don't know. I really haven't rode him in a while. Yeah, he's level 7. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and head back to the stable so that I can show off my other horses that I bought because I have no self-restraint. And while I'm riding to the stable, I will tell you about a really stupid thing I did since I have no idea how the game works. So I rode really far away, like, past the forest, and I was kind of in the forest, but like I was also near this cliff and I had no idea where I was and I had no idea how to get back. So I started walking off horse to like get a better gander because it was a very like narrow path and I didn't want to fall off. So, because I have no concrete answer whether or not your horses can die. So I try to be extra careful. Anyway, I walk off and I decide, you know what, screw it. I'm going to call the stable. So I do the thing where you call the stable. But I wasn't on my horse. So when I got like transported back to the stable, I didn't see my horse. And I'm stupid because it was literally right behind me. But I went walking and I just kept walking. I walked like pretty far. Like I walked to probably about like here-ish, but like right near where the stable is. So I was literally like, I don't even know, like just really far away. And I turned around to see how far that I had gotten just to like take a gander. And I look back and there stands my horse. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. So not only did I walk all that way, I had to walk all the way back to my horse. Anyway, these are my horses. I lined them all up so that you could see better. Um, I will show them off one by one in the order that I got them and talk a little bit about each one here in a bit. Um, but I do think first I need to do my stable chores. Um, but yeah, just to get an idea of like how many horses I've ended up with because I have no self-control. Look at these guys. They're not all guys. Some of them are gals. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do my stable chores. Um, I didn't think this through, did I? I mean, I just made it through there. I don't understand. I might have to get on Oreo and just like I might have to get on a horse. I might have to get on a horse and get it out of the way. I really thought that I could make it through. Well, I mean, I made it through to check the chore chart, so um I don't know. This game is like so weird sometimes, but that's classic because I had this horse that looked a lot like Elton, except it wasn't a draft horse, it was just a quarter horse, and his name was Doc. And he would do this all the time where I would go to like muck out his stall or like brush him, and he would fully like block me into the corner. And like I was young at the time, so like there's like 4'9", maybe 5 foot me trying to get this like 17 hand high horse to get out of my way, and I'm like, please, like, don't step on my foot, please just get out of my way, like, don't make a scene. He was older and a gelding, so like he was really not that temperamental, but you know, horses are dangerous. I don't know if anyone who plays this game knows this, but horses are dangerous, like genuinely. Like there were times that I literally had my life flash before my eyes because stuff would happen and I would be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that I actually just had that happen to me." Um Especially with like a younger horse. So like after I stopped riding Doc because the people who owned that horse who let me ride it in like competitions and stuff, they moved. So then I got another horse and his name was Ghost, and he was not a gelding. He was a stallion and he was young. Like he was not young, but he was young enough that like my semi experienced self should have not been on that horse. So Ghost was like a Palomino. I don't know exactly what breed of horse he was, but I know he was a Palomino. Um, I don't understand how Purple Lord always takes a poo in the stall when he's like mostly the horse that I ride when I'm out. But anyway, so Ghost had this issue where he would just like bolt off because I did barrel racing, and as anyone knows, any horse that's trained to do something will then do that thing when you want it done and when you don't want it done. And sometimes they won't do it when you want it done because that's the nature of animals. What is going on here? I feel like I feel like the door just like did not want to let me in. Anyway, so Ghost, a lot of the time when you would get on Ghost, you would have to hold the reins tight because the second that you put your weight onto the saddle, he would be gone. Like he would be zooming, and it was every single time. And it was so nerve-wracking, but one time I didn't actually have the reins, and so they slip from my grasp, and he just darts off and goes around the barrels that aren't even there. We didn't even have the arena set up for that, so he's just doing this out of like habit. And I literally thought I was gonna die because literally the only thing that I had to hold on to was like the horn of the saddle, and I genuinely thought that I was going to die. But of course I was like 13, 14 at the time. So when you're 13, 14 and your horse just darts off, you think this is it. This is the end. Okay. So now that I'm done with the chores, I think I'll go ahead and show off horses. So this is the first horse that I ever got. This was the horse that came free that they kind of just gave to me that I called Storm Crescent, aka Stormy, and he is a gelding. I really like him. I don't know exactly what breed of horse this is, but to me it kind of looks like an Arabian. Like I think that's what they were going for maybe. It's a beautiful horse, and I chose the white coloration because I thought it was interesting. I'm a sucker for a white horse. I never owned a white horse. That's probably why. That's also why I really like orange cats, because I never had an orange cat. So I guess you want what you can't have. Anyway, I don't know. I suck at controlling this game. Just gonna take care of my horses and talk a little bit about them, I guess. Starting with Storm Crescent, the first horse that I ever got. What was I talking about before? So I was talking about Ghost, right? Another thing about Ghost is if you left your water bottle out, he would get it in his mouth and take a drink out of your water. So that was always fun when you were trying to do stuff out and about. Because he literally was a little thief. He would steal your water bottle. He would steal like your hat. If you had a hat, he would grab it and run off with it. He was a jerk of a horse. But he was fun. I loved him. But anyway, Purple Lord is the second horse I got solely because he reminded me of the first horse I ever, feel like I had a sort of bond with. So he looks a lot like Doc in the face, like the way that his face is. I don't know. They had similar markings, and, I'm weird. So I ended up buying him. Anyway, Ghost was such a character. He was such a hoot. His owners also had this horse. Sorry, I don't know why I stuttered. His owners also had this other horse, and her name, I am totally blanking on her name right now. But she was a chestnut mare, and she was the most stubborn horse I think I've ever met in my entire life. Like, she would not do anything for anybody. And I remember, because when I would ride the one horse in exchange for them letting me ride Ghost, I would then have to help take care of their horses, their other horses, because they were out of town a lot. So, first of all, I don't even know why you would have a horse and then not ride it or take care of it and just have somebody else do it. Must be like a rich person thing. I have no idea because I'm like broke. I say with my 8 horses. No, I'm literally living my best life with this game. Because I get to own any horse I want. This is Vanilla Bean, aka Arctic Rebel, aka Valentine. I don't know. I kind of like Valentine because, like, look, I've given her this like Valentine look of like pink and red. I know that my tack does not always match 100%. That is on purpose. That is on purpose. Also, she's carrying Butterscotch, who is this little dog. And Purple Lord is carrying Adso, and Oreo is carrying Morticia, which was Gomez, but then I don't have a black horse, so I'm not going to name a black cat Gomez and not have a Morticia to go with. This is a Lipizzanner, which, fun fact about Lipizzanners, is they were used in battle. Okay, so this is Charcoal Cloud, aka Oreo. Very original name. Very original name for a black and white horse. I don't know. I saw this horse at Fort Pinta, and I just love how expressive that this horse is. This is like the most expressive horse I've seen. This is the most expressive horse I've seen. I don't know where that even came from. I don't know. I think I was trying to like baby talk the horse that doesn't exist. I have to remind myself this is a digital horse. This is like a Tamagotchi, but worse. Like, genuinely, this game, you know what it is? It's a Tamagotchi, but it's worse because I am now attached to all 8 of these horses, and I can't do anything about it other than bend to their will. Okay, so this is Apricot, aka Airpeak, and I wasn't going to get a pony, but then I'm a sucker for Appaloosas. I love Appaloosas. If you watch the first episode, you'll know that when I was riding Ghost, there was a horse at the stable that was an Appaloosa, and I always loved that horse. And I rode it once, but it was very green, so when I rode it, somebody else was leading it, which was kind of degrading, I feel like. But anyway, I love this little pony so much. I actually really do. I feel like, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like the ponies, I feel like they can turn better. And I feel like they're easier to ride than like my big old Shire. But I have a soft spot for draft horses. Fun fact about me, I know a lot of facts about everything, but mostly horses, mostly dinosaurs and stuff like that. Look at this horse. I love this horse. It's so cute. Apricot. Okay, so this is a unicorn named Amethyst Stone, and I call them Amethyst because that's very original, right? I don't know. This was the first unicorn I ever saw, and I was like, you're coming home with me. Like, I'm not leaving without you. Which is very classic. I have a soft spot for animals. As I was saying, I have a bit of a, oh, are you going to level up? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to level up. Yeah, this is exciting. Look at that. I've been trying to level up all my horses. I don't know what the max level is, but I'm trying to get all my horses to be level 10 because I have so many, and I know I'm going to end up with more because I'm dumb and I can't resist a horse. Anyway. Okay, so this is a fjord. Don't come at me for how I pronounce that. I am very like country, and I'm holding back that country accent very, very hard with all my might, oh my god, I'm gonna level up another horse. Amazing. Anyway, this is Autumn Luck, aka Lucky, and I love fjord horses. Soft spot for 'em. Just love them. Didn't know the game had them. Found this horse alongside the unicorn, and I was like, oh my god, I have to have this horse. You notice how I have to have these things? Yeah, and in case you're wondering, yes, I'm coping very well with the state of my life right now, which is why I have 8 horse-shaped Tamagotchis. Genuinely, why am I so attached to these horses? I don't know. Like, I literally am addicted to this game. But, I mean, whatever. I feel like maybe this will be good for me, having a YouTube channel where I can gush about my horses. Finally, we have Ball Clover, who was a randomized name. Oh my God, can I talk? It was just randomly given to this horse, but I call her Honey or Honeybee because look at her. She's gorgeous. She's stunning. I love her. She's an Irish cob, which means none of my tack fit her, and I had to get all new tack. Luckily, I'm a star rider, so I had like bonus stuff, but I still spent a pretty penny on her bridle. I just love her. Oh my God, yes. Sorry, I get really excited when I get to level up my horses, because I've been trying to level her up, and it's been hard because I don't really like riding a horse that doesn't know what it's doing. I feel like after I've already rode horses that I'm used to and know how to handle. But she's so pretty. Like, I love her. I was almost going to make her a gelding, and then I was like, no, she's, like, too pretty. I have to make her a mare. Which, I mean, you can be that pretty and be a stallion. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing against it. You can be a pretty boy. There's nothing wrong being a pretty boy. There's plenty of pretty boys out there. But I just wanted her to be a mare in case breeding is an option. Okay, so someone said I should do an outro, so here's my outro. Please subscribe.